Hi there, it's Lynn again. Time for our stretches. So if you've got a band, you can use a band. If you haven't got a band, you could easily use a towel, a belt or a tie, just to give your leg a little bit of support. Equally, you can do it without the band, so don't worry if you haven't got anything you can use. Alright, make sure that obviously you're warmed up, so if you've done all your previous little sessions, that's fantastic. If you just want to do a stretch, just make sure you're warmed up before you go into the stretches, otherwise you could end up pulling a muscle. Alright, let's get ourselves sorted. So we're going to lay on our back. Let's start off with the band on your foot, so extending the leg up, band around your sole of your foot. Think about really extending the leg, so straightening as much as you can at the back of the knee. Try and let your body really relax, so don't have any tension in the neck or the shoulders. Pop a little cushion under your head if that feels more comfortable. Let's take a lovely big deep breath in. And then just a lovely breath out. And just trying to relax. The more you can relax, the more you will be able to stretch. Okay, let's take a deep breath again. And this time, if you feel you can, just maybe draw the leg a little bit closer to you. Remember, what you don't want to do is pull down into your hip. You want to try and lengthen the leg away and just use the band as a little bit of a support. Again, just see how far you can go with the stretch. So really aim to get the back of the knee as straight as you can. Tightening at the front of the knee again, so it's good for your quadricep, good for your knee health. Okay, let's take a big breath. And then just one more time, just see if you can bring the leg a little bit closer in. Relax as much as you can. Breathe. We'll hold the band in the right hand and then take your right leg out to the side. Try and feel that your pelvis is staying as neutral as you can. Your shoulders and your hips are really square to the ceiling. Angle the toes slightly down and flex your foot a little bit, so that will give you a deeper stretch. And again, you can just slightly pull on the band to bring the leg up closer to your shoulder. Take a breath again. And breathing out. Okay, down, take another breath. And then when you're ready, bring the leg back up to the ceiling. Take your other leg and bring the heel to the knee. Now you can either bend the knee in, you can hold if you don't have your band. If you want, you can extend the leg and you can draw the leg in closer. Equally, you can lift your head up, so whatever stretch is right for you. You should be feeling the stretch in this bent leg, in the hip line. Again, you can push away. You can even bring your foot to the floor and just push the knee away there if that's better for you. And then again, we'll just release. Let's take hold of the band and do the other leg. So once more, the band is around the sole of your foot. Try and extend at the back of the knee as much as you can, relaxing your shoulders down, nodding the chin forwards. Just focus on your breathing, so a lovely big deep breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Let's take another breath in. And again, if you feel comfortable too, you can just bring the leg a little bit closer. So as you breathe out, just extend that stretch a little bit more. Remember, you don't want to jam down into your hip. You want to lift and lengthen the leg away. So obviously you could do this with your hands if you haven't got a band or a towel to help you. Try and relax your shoulders. And let's go one more time. So breathing in. And breathing out, and again, just see if you can bring the leg just a little bit closer in. Let's swap it to our inner thigh stretch. So again, if you hold the band with the same hand as the leg, and take the leg out as far as you can. Try and keep really square through the pelvis. For me, I personally like to keep this knee bent so I anchor myself down on that opposite side. I'm not lifting away through the hip. And again, remember you can turn the toes slightly downwards to increase the stretch. And you could pull a little bit stronger on the band just to bring the leg up a little bit closer. Let's take a breath in. And then on the breath out, bring the leg back to the centre. From here, we'll take that heel again onto the opposite knee. Try and keep the knee pushed out wide so you get the stretch in your hip. And again, you've got your options of whether you use your hands and whether you lift your head, or whether you place your foot on the floor and push the knee away. Whatever is right for you so you get that lovely stretch in your hip. And then just uncross the feet. Take the band away. Let's take the arms in a scarecrow position. So arms out wide, knees together, waistband in. Take a breath and just take both knees over towards me here at the screen. Now if you can, look up to the ceiling. Spread the arms. Keep really heavy in your shoulders. If you want, if you look to your opposite hand and then raise the arms slightly, more in line with your ear or the top of your head. It doesn't lift off the floor, it just extends away further. And again, breathe in. And breathe out, we'll bring everything back to the centre. Let's go over to the other side, so breath in. And then breathe out, let the knees go away from the screen. Keep your shoulders as relaxed as you can. So just take care you're not lifting away from the floor. So lengthen the arm away. And then like you did before, maybe just lift the arm slightly higher. So get a lovely stretch down through the side of the body, into your hip. And again, breathing in. And then breathe out, bring the knees back to the centre. Let's give your knees a little bit of a hug in. And from here, if we cross the ankles and separate the knees, holding on to the knees, we're just going to go a couple of circles each direction, just to release your lower back. And then change direction. And bring it back. Bring the knees together. And then we're just going to come up into a seated position, so roll yourself up. Let's sit in mermaid. So the knee sitting into your hip with the other knee pushed back, shoulders are back and down. Just extend the arms really long. Think about lifting out of the waist and taking a breath and taking the right hand down to the floor. Let's lift on the diagonal so you're stretching away. And then we're leaning over into rainbow. Think about stretching upwards rather than just collapsing down. So really lift the chest, reach as far as you can. Take a breath in and bring the arm back up. Sit yourself up and stretch the other way. Now if that doesn't feel comfortable, you can either push with your hand here, keep your hand on the floor, and take it up. And do that one more time. So reaching up, stretching away. Now we're going to bring the arm forward on the diagonal and reach away from you. So you're stretching down into your rib cage. So stretch on that diagonal. Again, breath in. Lift the arm out on the diagonal. Push away from the floor. And lift yourself back up. And release it down. Let's do the other side. So just swapping over. Again, try and sit tall. If you need to, you could always extend the one leg if it doesn't feel right for you. Let's extend the arms out, shoulders are down. Really reach the arms and then lean and take the hand to the floor. Do the rainbow stretch first, so lift up and over. Feel as if you're stretching up to the ceiling. Keep strong in the shoulders so you're not sinking into your shoulder. And bring it back, and again open, and go the opposite direction. Stretch away and over. And lift again, open the chest, and then go up into that rainbow once more. Bend the elbow if you feel you can. Bring your knee down, elbow down. And then if we just twist on that diagonal, so really feel you're stretching around the rib cage part of the spine. Breath in. Breathe out, lift on the diagonal, come back up onto the hands so you stretch and pull yourself up and stretch the other way. And bring it all the way back down. Just relax the shoulders. Let's come into kneeling. So we'll do our hip flexor stretch. If we step forwards with one leg and just drop the hip through. So we're opening into the hip section. Remember, if you want to, you could lean slightly back so you press into the hip a little bit more. Just a little bit of a curve in your spine. If you want to, the same arm as the leg that's behind you just lifts up. So it adds a little bit of resistance. You could also lean away. And then we can bring that all the way back and down. Let's just do the same on the other side. So swap legs, stepping forwards again, and dropping that hip through. So again, you don't want to stay in an upright position here. You want to really lean as far as you can. Hands on the thigh. Just extend back through your spine. So you're pushing a little bit more into the front of the hip. And again, same arm, you could take it up to lean back a fraction further and also lean away. And then we can bring the hand all the way back and down. Let's bring ourselves back onto all fours now. Cat stretch. So just think about lengthening the spine first. Your shoulders are down, tailbone is just drawn slightly under. And then tuck into that cat stretch. So you're scooping your tummy, curving your spine, tucking your pelvis under. Breathing in and breathe out just to release and lengthen the spine. Just lift your head slightly in line with your shoulders and then go into the reverse or the dip. Again, work at the level that's right for you. Let's take another breath and go back up into the cat stretch. So really draw your tailbone under, create a nice curve in your lumbar spine. Press away from the floor, let the head relax down. Look through to your toes. Big breath in. And then breathe out just to re-lengthen. Keep strong in your shoulders so you don't sink in the shoulder line. And just lift the head. Again, into that reverse if that's comfortable for you to go. And then finally bring it back into your neutral position. Just bring yourself around into a seated position. Well done. I hope you've enjoyed my little debut on YouTube. Let me know, give me a thumbs up if you've been watching, hopefully doing as well. And I'll see you very soon. Thanks very much and take care.